Initiating System 1. System 1 loaded.
Hello, Professor. We are ASFGH team. Before our project demonstration, here is our deliverable number 2. Here is the menu option number 1, create PS sections. In the menu, I enter number 1 and I can enter the computer name that I want to interact with, which is the server number 2, and then I enter the credentials. And I enter the password. Afterward, I can interact with server number 2, and then I enter the first command to change the directory to C drive users, and I enter 3 commands to show all the files. At last, I enter exit to disconnect the section, and I go back to the menu. Here is menu option number 2, copy a directory tree and populate files. The function check the directory tree exists on server number 1, server number 2, and the Windows 8. And if I enter yes to populate the files, and you can see that the OSM 620 files copied. A log file is saved in C drive time directory folder. If I open the log files, you can find the date, the time, and the files copied. If I go to server number 2, you can see the text files is saved in TXT folder, and the document files saved in docx, and PowerShell files in PS1. And in Windows 8, the document files saved in docx, and the PowerShell files saved in PS1 folder, and the TXT files saved in TXT folder. Here is menu option number 3, create a system and user inventory. I enter the domain name charm.loc to check how many computers are online in the domain. And for those online computers, I enter the class name and property 1 and property 2 to conduct a system inventory. It will convert it to the HTML. And in the HTML file, you can see the caption, the property 1, and the CS name, the property 2. And you can find the online computer in green highlight, which is server 1 and server 2, and the offline is Windows 8 in red color. Here is menu option number 4, delete selected files. I can enter the files that I would like to delete, which is address2.txt and address2.ps1 files. Afterwards, there is a log file saved in C drive time folder. In the log files, you can find the date and the time, and files2.txt, files2.ps1 document deleted. In PS1 folder, you'll find that the files2.ps1 is deleted. In test folder, files2.txt is deleted. Here is menu option number 5, display help files. And you can see a submenu created. And the option number 1 to number 4 are those common use command nets. And if I enter number 1, and there is the get child help file. And I can press enter to continue. And if I enter 5, it displays all the command nets. And we can select one of them and enter at the last line to display the help file. And I selected get verb. and we can display the help file for get verb. And we can press enter to continue, and we can enter 6 to quit this menu. This is the last menu option number 6, exit program. If you enter number 6, a program ended by user is displayed.